Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. With prayer, all things are possible. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing this morning? Yes, we getting ready for prayer live. And today we want to welcome X. X is with us live. I have all my equipment that I've been talking about that I wanted to get. I was gonna go with Apple, but it didn't work out. I ended up giving back that equipment, and I'm all with my Androids, the technology I know and understand. At my old age, it's hard to pick up new things, and unfortunately, my grandkids went back home, and I don't have them around because all old people could say and will tell you, thank God for the grandchildren. You could give them your phone, your remote control, or whatever you need, and they will do it and fix it for you. God is good. Well, with prayer, everybody hit the likes and join. Please hit the likes and join. Since I have everybody, and I always believe you have to be before time to be on time. Yes, this is 8 o'clock prayer where we have 5 minutes of prayer. And on Mondays, right after that, we have Think, where I talk about whatever on my mind. Because my concept here, this is a community. You are me and I'm you. I ain't nobody special. I'm not perfect. I'm not a preacher. I'm not an apostle. I'm not a soothsayer. I'm an everyday person who loves the Creator, God, who believes that God is the creator of all things. I personally believe my God, my definition of God is there was nothingness and He was nothingness. There was absolutely nothing but Him. And He made everything that we know and experience was made by God, was made by Him. He is not flesh. He is not flesh whatsoever. He appears to everybody through the prism of how they look. He's called by many different names, but He is who He is, God. And I'm grateful and I thank Him for this experience in this point of time that we call life. I don't believe that this is the end of our existence in time. I think this is a experience in a moment, and when we drop this fleshly container, that we move on to a new experience. I believe that God do answer our requests. I believe that we, His creation, can stay in constant communication with our Creator. I believe that I talk to Him and He listens. And since I am Him, He will answer my request. He gave me a gift, and he gave all humanity a gift, and that is life and freedom of choice. So within that realm of things, we are existing and loving life. So that's where we at. And that's who I am. And I'm thinking that we all of us are together. TikTok, X, oops, excuse me, Facebook, X, TikTok, YouTube. I usually have my cameras in a certain format, and TikTok was always on my far right, but now it's Facebook. So, you know, they say they call it muscle memory. And, and when I do this, like I always say, I mindlessly do this. I give myself to the Creator and allow Him to use me how He chooses to. So I don't really pay attention to what's going on. I'm just on the ride. And to tell you the truth, after I finish, I have to go back and listen to what's on the tape, for I can get the message too. But it is a unusual, I believe, spectrum of life that I'm in right now. But I will say, the Creator is good, and He is good all the time. It is beautiful to live a stress-free life. And I say that a lot, and what I am saying is there is stress out there. Every single bit, every element of life is out there. It do exist. But being in relationship with the Creator, knowing that I walk with His favor, I live in His favor, when stressful, the arts, confusion, when these things do appear, I walk through that situation stress-free, because I know that the Creator is with me. I know He will not give me more than I can bear. And I always like to bring up certain people and certain things that they say, and I adapt it. And this is one of the things Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, say. I don't have bad days. I don't have stressful days. I don't have anger days. I have quick moments. And I do not stay in that particular moment. I stay in this is my singing right here, right now, a stress-free environment, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I try my hardest to be stress-free. Yes, things come at me, but I'm in favor. I walk with His favor in all aspects of my existence. So whenever, whatever that situation comes and how it presents itself, in that love. I'm in what I call that sweet spot of relationship with the Creator, where I don't have to get emotional. I could utilize the tools that He has given me over time. And another thing I'm going to bring up is one from my mother. It takes two. It takes two to fight and argue. It takes two. So, when grief, envy, and I never respond to after 3 days have passed. Because 3 days will give the temperature time to lower. 3 days will give you time to reflect on the words that were spoken. Ask yourself who, what, why, where, when, and look at the responsibility that you have in that situation, that equation, or whatever. What would be the correct response for the moment, but not only for that moment, but for the entirety of time within that relationship. And I always perceive that way. It calls stress-free living. Not to feed into that moment and create stress for your life. It might be stressful, but when you spread it out through time, you relieve that pressure. Just like a pressure cooker on the stove. As long as you have that fire and that moisture locked up where there's no place to go, there is a strong turn off the fire and allow time, and time will bring down their pressure. It would ease what's going on, and you could come to a peaceful, hopefully a correct solution to what's going on. Okay, I'm sorry it's past. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday morning. I always come in early, and I was talking to the people. For you people, for 5 minutes of prayer, it's 8:02, so we got 3 minutes to pray, and then we're going to go right into think. So let's get ready to pray. Let's get ready to pray. Happy Monday morning. I hope you had a good night, and today we're going to have a stress-free week. So let's pray that we can go through this week stress-free. Let's get ready to pray. Creator of all things, Alpha and Omega, first, last, and is. Creator, I love you. I honor you. I thank you. I praise you. I delight in this relationship. Creator, can you come down and put your loving arms around humanity? Can you hold us tight and keep us? Today, we asking that you can allow us to experience a stress-free week. We asking you to give us the strength that we need to not add to frustration, anguish, stress. Allow us. Give us the capability to be calm in heavy seas, to be calm in the storm, to be calm. Allow us to be that light in the lighthouse in the night, that we shine with your grace in your favor. Creator, we love you, we honor you, and we thank you. Humanity. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. With prayer. Every single day we are here in prayer. Everybody hit the likes. Hit the likes right now and join. Hit the like, and if you're not a member, join. Today, I want to welcome X. X is with us right now. We are live, and we will be live every single day. When you don't see me live, there's only going to be 3 possibilities. 1, the electricity and the cable gone off. I'm in the Dominican Republic. The electricity and cable comes and goes when it wants. That's 1. The other, I have gone. I have passed away, and I am gone. The third, I really don't know what the third is, because I think the first 2 is the only ways that I am not here with you. I am committed in praying every single day. Where and how this came about, the root, the seed, is my mother. My mother was a praying woman. I am a PK. I am a pastor kid. I'm not perfect. I am far from perfect. I'm you, and you are me. We are human beings who try to live the best life possible. There is no true rules of right and wrong because everything that we've been taught is a lie. You have to go and talk to the Creator and let Him, in you and His conversation, guide how you live. I'll say it again. All the things that we've been taught, right, wrong, up, down, sideways, throw out the window. Get in relationship with God. Get into a relationship with the Creator. Develop your one-on-one relationship, because when that time comes for answers and questions on this period of time that we call human existence, life here, it's just going to be you and Him talking. Therefore, let your actions be from Him to you. There'll be no misinterpretation. There'll be none of that. Unfortunately, humanity, yes, I got my topic. Humanity tries to shape your understanding of relationship with the Creator. All right, so before I get into my topic, let me say, I'm not right, I'm not wrong, I'm just a person. I'm giving you my opinion. I don't want you to change your mind on no life decisions. I want to give you a reason to think, and you make up your own decision. Like I'm saying, only you and God is going to stay there. I just want to stimulate the brain process of thinking, because we as humanity do not utilize the gift that the Creator has given us, and that's freedom of thought. So when you judge in how you live your life, what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad, social norms, society, this experience that we call life is not life how God, I believe, intended it to be. We need to understand who we are. We've been told this, and we've been told that. We've been given our tools onto how we determine reality. We've been told. We've been told. We've been told. We've been told. But how many of us truly ask the question about what we've been told? If we're comfortable in our situation, do we question it? Or does it only come to be a concern when we feel that it's not beneficial to us? these things we have to think about. You know, there's a topic that I wanted to also talk about. And I go up, I go back and forth with this. I'm seeing gentrification of a nation, of a city, of a people, of a society. And it's really so obvious. It's so obvious. And what kept me and always kept me in always in my life, even when I was in management, I used to always be, cause I'm one of my flaws, like I say, I'm human like everybody else. I'm you and you and me. We all, nobody is perfect. And one of my things when I was in management and I couldn't understand, and I used to tell it to my boss, Mr. Parks. That's the little people that do know me, they know what I'm talking about. I used to tell him, my flaw is that I am dealing with men and giving them assignments that I did. I started from the bottom, I came up where I was working at. And for me to follow orders was easy. They tell me what to do, and I did it. All right? And they paid me to follow that order. It kept a roof over my head, food on my table, gave me money to do what I wanted to do, and it was easy. And when I got into leadership and I used to tell these guys to do their assignment, and they put 70%, 75% of all they have in not doing an easy job. Cat, mouse. I just couldn't understand it. I can't count, I can't comprehend. I can't comprehend it. That's why I was not a great. Yes, I was. I was real great. I got more out of my men than other people. So let me go into that. When I first got the job, I worked for government, city government. And when you work for city government, it is hard because government sees and views realities totally different than social norms. In government, they move through authority and they hold that structure dear to their heart. And they expect compliance full to their authority. So when I first got there, and I first got my promotion, not when I first got there, it took me a while to start climbing that ladder, but when I started to climb that ladder, I was a total, complete, excuse my language, asshole. I didn't think so. I was just trying to be the best inspector possible. I had no real power, but I walked in power. I took no shots. Then I got moved up to foreman, and I was, tremendously. I was drinking that tea. But time showed me that authority and power does not make you a leader. It doesn't put you in a place of leadership. It puts you in a place of authority. And I already told you what is power, authority, and government. But as time came on, and I came from a foreman to a supervisor, foreman type of role, I was like supervisor without the money. I had to lead from behind. They had put people ahead of me that was not qualified, but they expected me to run that department flawlessly, and I took that as my job. I protected my supervisor as a foreman. I took that as my job, personal job, and I made sure that my supervisor do not get in trouble and look the best possible. That was my job as a foreman. And then sometimes there was no supervisor, and I was the head foreman, and I ran the department, and I did all the book, I did everything. But when I came to be in that position, I changed from being the asshole to be what I say here. You is me and I'm you. To become one of the men. To sit, listen, to understand, to talk about not only the job, but what's happening at home. And being the head, I had it on Sundays. One of us would cook a meal and feed the rest of the men, go out and buy and provide food for the men. Because if we eat and fellowship together, we became one. And working for city government, we have to work, because we're in the Northeast, ridiculous amount of hours in the wintertime. And I was the only supervisor foreman when crunch time came to get 100%, not 99 and one half, not 99, 92, 90, not 85. I got 100% of men volunteering their time to tasks. That's caring, loving, and understanding. That's why when I always say, we're the same. We're the same. And because we all were the same, we all became one, and we achieved the assignment because we were powerful. We were powerful. And I hold that proud. I hold that banner proud to me. GM2. GM2, GM2, GM2. My house. And the men that was in my house, they know we was powerful. Of course, I had a couple, I had to read it out of there. But they respected what I tried to do. It just didn't work out. But I am now here watching gentrification in the Dominican Republic and in the country and in the town. And, you know, I say to the Dominican people here, I want you all to think. I don't know your history. I don't know the pains and the sorrows from birth to time right now that you all experience. What I do know, for the last 10 years, I'm married to a Dominican woman. And I feel her pain, her love for her country. We have 2 boys, and their future is here in this country. Who they are and what they're about is here. I'm called a gringo, an outsider, but I live here amongst the people. I eat when the people eat. I go hungry when the people go hungry. I travel as one of them. But I have outside influence in my life. Because I'm born in America, I grew up as an American. I am American. I love my country. Sometimes I'm not happy with the things she does, but she is my mama. And I will always love my mama. But I could only come here with the principles that I've been taught there. And one is nobody could come into my house and tell me what to do. She, America, taught me you do not let nobody, absolutely, Dominican Republic, listen to me now. America taught me you don't let nobody into your house whatsoever. Not even if you stole that house from somebody, or you come into a house with somebody in it and then you say you discover it and it's yours, you do not let them or anybody else make any decisions in your house. So get this. Look what I am looking at. Let me tell you what I am seeing. I want you to understand what I'm seeing. And I'm questioning myself why the people allow this to happen. I can't get it. I can't comprehend it.